Hey everybody, Paul Kraft coming to you today from Kawasaki. And again, this is another in the series of explaining some retail trends and retail players here in the world's third largest economy of Japan. Today, for those of you in Tokyo, you probably know where I am. I am out front of Costco Kawasaki. And Costco in Japan has really been a fabulous American business success story. And today they have 34 stores, and they're also online. And it's always uncanny. When you go into a store, it is almost exactly the same as the stores you see in the US. They have tires, they have Kirkland, they have rotisserie chicken. Rotisserie chicken today here was 798 yen, which is about $5.35. Still feels like a pretty good deal. Anyway, you can buy a sauna, you can buy the green egg grills, you can even buy gold bullion or gold bars. Costco is one of those things where the pundits here in Japan said Costco would never work in Japan, and lo and behold, 20 years later, here it is. As I mentioned, 34 stores. Costco followed a strategy that many do. Is the first thing they do is they start outside of Tokyo, and they often start outside because of the risks are the financial risks are a little less. If they fail, they don't fail in the spotlight of the big city. Real estate's cheaper, etc. And it worked. This location here is their second or third location ever, and it used to be their headquarters here in Japan, but that has since moved, and that has since moved across Tokyo Bay, across the Aqualine Tunnel and the Aqualine Bridge over to Kisarazu, Chiba, and that's because of their growth. They needed more space. But the number one thing that really Costco, their number one challenge in Japan is finding real estate. You know, if you go into a suburban, or any Costco for that matter, United States, it is a sprawling, one level, huge bite of land. And in Japan, it's been tricky. So this store behind me here, on the back, they have a 3-level parking ramp, two-level parking ramp. And in some of their Costco locations, thinking the one out in Makuhari in Chiba, they actually have the merchandise split up also between two floors. So it's been a little challenging for Costco, depending on the size and the real estate, to sort of operate in the same efficiencies. But really, the customers they attract here in Japan are the same. These are upper income people seeking new products from abroad. I used to work for a large German food manufacturer, and they would always say that we index very well because of the number of German automobiles in the parking lot. The next store that is coming online, I think next spring, is going to be a big one. It's going to be in Okinawa. So their first store in Okinawa, and you might say Okinawa, kind of the Hawaii of Japan. Yeah, but they have a population of 80,000 U.S. citizens. That includes 30,000 active military, and their dependents. Their dependents are about 25,000. So there's a lot of people down there, and that is going to be a big store for them. So everyone who sells to Costco is excited to see that opening. That has been delayed by a year, I am told, because as they dig for the foundations and things like that in Okinawa, they kept finding unexploded ordnance bombs from World War II. So everything has to stop. It takes them a month to get it removed, and on they go. So, okay. So when I talk to people about Costco here in Japan, houses are small. People don't have cars. People have single family households. How can they go to Costco and buy huge huge packages of bath tissue, and this whole buying in bulk doesn't seem to fit in Japan. Well, it does work. Again, it works very well. Costco has been a screaming success. And over the years, the Japanese consumer have learned to purchase in Costco. I know when I first started shopping Costco religiously 16 years ago, when I first arrived, I would push my cart around on the inside and people would look inside my cart to see, what is that foreigner buying? What does he think is special here? No more. People know how to shop. First of all, you have to remember that Costco, I guess in the United States, but even more so in Japan, going to Costco is an event. It is, you have to get in your car, you have to drive a long way, you walk in, everything's new, everything's foreign, everything's cheap, inexpensive, I should say. And then, they're giving out samples, and they really try to, the whole treasure hunt of Costco in other markets is alive and well here for Japan. And actually, that was a big boon for them during the pandemic. When people couldn't go to Disney World, well, they had to go shopping, and the government didn't want them to go shopping, very often. So during the pandemic, Costco and Costco Japan did very, very well. The other thing, as you can imagine, is I think Costco shopping is a little more social. So you might go with your friend, you might go with your family member, and then when you get home, you take the bag of 6 or 7 avocados and you split them up. Sometimes you give them to your neighbor. Sometimes people, share a ride. Not everyone has a car. So, sort of a more planned purchase, and dividing the purchases is much more a part of shopping here in Costco. And secondly, food service. So restaurants, canteens, cafes, they come here and they purchase a lot. You just have to walk around, especially this is a Monday, look in the carts, and you can see that people are purchasing their wares and their provisions for their different restaurants. Meat is especially cheap here. I see people buying a lot of wine. I know I've been to restaurants where almost their entire operation is run out of provisions here purchased at Costco. Sometimes that makes it hard to find things like the tortilla chips. I like making nachos, but the restaurants also know a good deal when they see one. So they do purchase a lot of the tortilla chips, end up being very popular. Even, you can buy restaurant point of sale systems. So the little handheld computers where you enter your order, you can buy those here. So Costco has really adapted to the market. And finally, I don't know if they do this in other markets, but they do it a lot here. And Costco sells to other grocery outlets and other stores. Even my little grocery store near where I live in suburban Tokyo, you can go in and they have a Costco fair, and they'll have the muffins and the bread and sometimes the pies and things like that, and it's great. I'll even if you go into some home centers in Japan, and you can see they have a whole dedicated Costco aisles. And if you go to the website, you can give them a call, and they will sell you pallets of products. So if you want a pallet of bath tissue, a pallet of soy milk, they'll sell it to you. So and overall, Costco has been a boon, an absolute boon to, I'll say, North American businesses, because it includes Canada, because the president of Costco Japan is from Canada. But it has been a boon to North American businesses. If you wanted to launch your packaged goods product in Japan, sorry about the noise, I hope it's okay, but if you wanted to launch your consumer packaged goods product in Japan, it was really tough. You're going to the import grocers, then you're doing all this work for a couple pallets a quarter. But if you can get into Costco, again, you are shipping full containers, you are getting trial and awareness with tends to be a higher income consumer. Plus, as in the rest of the world, where all other Costco's around the world, they have demos, they have different ways for you to advertise, and also the influencer market and the TV shows around the new products in Costco. I mean, during the pandemic, every night there was somebody, on a variety show talking about Costco. So it's really been a great thing for not Japanese businesses too, but especially for North American businesses trying to sell in Japan. So I hope that was useful, and we'll talk to you later.